Okay, we're doing a little repair work or preservation around the foundation here. And one new thing is I have the little straw center of my water bottle broke one day, and it turned out it was just fragile and kept breaking. So I was kind of discouraged because I know these bottles aren't cheap. But it turns out after a few weeks I was just kind of using it as a bottle. Thought, well, why am I not just turning it upside down and using it as a spray bottle? Turns out it works just as good, if not better. So you really don't need the straw in the center of your spray bottle. So what I like to do is spray the concrete a little bit in the bucket. I like to keep it a little on the hard side, and then I spray it just to bring it back to where I would like it. Now this is the really good stuff. It sticks really good and it's fiber reinforced. So it is more expensive, but if you're not using a lot of it, it's definitely the way to go, because when you're not using a lot, that means you're doing kind of small areas. So you can see I'm kind of pushing it in there. This is an area where originally when we built the house, or when I built the house, the concrete slab was actually 5 inches longer, or 4 inches. And I can't remember why. For some reason I felt I didn't need to go to the end of it, which in hindsight I just should have made the house a little longer. After all, I was the one designing it. Or at least brought it out to within an inch. So then I had this flat area where water can hit. And then it could go underneath. So years ago I had put black tar down here and then put crushed stone on the tar, which just held pretty good. But I still got this gap here. And if water was to get in there, I may not see the damage that could be occurring. Now I don't feel damage in there and things feel hard. But the problem is when leaves get in here in late fall and then it snows, you get buildup, so that's not good. Or if there's a lot of rain, that could be bad too. So I finally got the idea. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to concrete it. So I have a little lip here, and then after this concrete hardens good in a couple days, we're going to prime this because we're repainting the whole house anyways. This is that solid stain deal. And it's faded and faded. I mean, it's held up okay, but it just doesn't look the greatest. So, the other problem is over here, this corner. Now, you can see I did this stone here because I didn't want to see the concrete wall. In hindsight, I probably should have kept this embankment further back a little bit. But what I'm always worried about is water coming in here and then rotting this corner out. So last year we did this project at Zehr Estate where I had this similar situation, and I ended up filling this all with concrete and sloping it off. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's going to take quite a bit of concrete in there. But these stone have stayed here for a long time, so by concreting that bottom, it's not going, if anything, it'll hold them even better. But they really haven't moved. They did settle a little bit, so I would like to put some more on top or lean some stones up there to kind of cover the top, but I'll do that later. So I've brushed this out really good. I also nailed along the bottom here. Because before you do this, you want to make sure all these boards are really tight. So I put about 10-15 nails in this morning after brushing this out really good. You can see it rotted here some, but it's still good and solid. It's probably when I had leaf buildup here and didn't get it out. But I can feel underneath, and I've poked underneath, and it is good and solid. So we're catching it in time. So I'm going to continue this concrete, and we'll show you the finished product later on.